There are so many hypes going through YouTube each and every day, and the Soma Lyra-8 was clearly one of them. I usually fall for those hypes, and I immediately wanted the Soma Lyra-8. So what did I do? I waited, because last year it was 2020 and there wasn't money wasn't too loose in my wallet, and so I waited for another year until this spring in 2021, and I bought a used one, a Lyra-8, used in perfect condition, and it was about 550 euros, which is around $675. So is it worth the hype, and is it a good instrument for ambient music? Yes, it is. It's a perfect drone machine, but there are some problems I have with the Lyra-8. First thing is I like melodic stuff. I like scales, and I like notes, and I like harmonies. And the Lyra-8 is very, very hard to control, and it's not that much fun to turn the dials for the oscillators, to tune those oscillators, because it's about a nanometer changes everything. So I tried it a few times, and I've had some results which were quite pleasing for me, and hopefully for you too. But most of the time I just go with the machine, because I don't think I want to control it, and I rather like to show me what it has to offer and to move on with what it has to offer. Because if I tune it, everything will be fine when I have tuned it, but as soon as I start with the modulations and all the stuff going on, all the tuning is gone, so I cannot rely on that. So I go with the machine, and I really enjoyed it. And what I enjoy the most is to combine the chaotic character of the Lyra-8 with something more controlled, maybe from my Mother 32 from the random sequencer. So I play a random sequence with the Mother, and I put some Lyra-8 stuff beneath it and put it through the mixer, and so I can change the character of the ambient tune. I have on one side the more controlled character, those harmonies and all that soothing, relaxing stuff we all like, and I think it's good to go away from all that too soothing stuff sometimes. And that's what the Lyra-8 can do. I can do disharmonic stuff, I can do gnarly drones, disturbing stuff, maybe just a little bit, just a little disturbing, and then we can return to the more harmonic stuff. And that's, for me, a very nice thing to do it in ambient music, because there's a little more life in that, and there's a little more real life, because life is normally not pleasing and soothing all the time, and I want to have something to go and come back, and that's what the Lyra-8 can do for me, and that's why I love it as an ambient machine combined with other more controlled synths. There's one more thing I haven't thought about when buying the Lyra-8, and that was what a great effect machine the Lyra-8 is. I really like the delay, and I love putting the OP1 into the external input of my Lyra and see what happens. And there's also this very nice gnarly overdrive I can apply to those clean synth sounds my OP1 produces, and then everything goes into a reverb and just sounds big. And that's a thing I really like about the Lyra 1. On the other side, it takes up a lot of space, and so the Lyra 1 is a synth which has for me the shelf status. I have synths that have the desktop status, which are always by my side, and the Lyra is sitting in the shelf, and there are also some synths waiting to be sold. I think it's a very niche synthesizer. I've bought it because I like that ambient droney stuff, and I like losing or giving away a bit of control. So is it actually worth it? I think for the used price, about 550 euro, $675, it's absolutely worth its price, and I can resell it for almost the same price if I ever get bored of the Lyra. And there's one last thing about the Lyra I really like. That's the play factor. I just take my time with the Lyra-8, turn all the knobs, and I suffer from those harsh noises, and my family does too. But there are some sweet spots and some interesting places I think almost no other synth can show you. So it's worth it. I think so. Thanks for watching.